Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner, and this is another review, okay? It is only 2 a.m. Girl, pajamas and all, but let's get it together, okay? So if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole JayBird, dun 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 dun, and all the goodness and all the goodness and all that goodness. Do not forget to also like, comment, and share this video on your social media. If you hit that share button, it goes to your Twitter or your Facebook. It is always greatly appreciated. You can also follow me on IG and or Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. The name should be somewhere on the screen or down below in the description box. Let's get it started. Girl, these ladies, they need to get it together. I mean, just get it all the way together. So we see the ladies are still in that haunted ass house with the foolishness that is Quad and Mariah's beefery. Okay, I told y'all before, I am so tired of Quad and Mariah's issues. I don't care too much for Quad, and sometimes Mariah gets on my nerves as well. But in this situation, with what's going on, I am Team Mariah. Mainly because the beef lingering could be squashed if Quad would just admit that Mariah wasn't on drugs. And I don't think she was, but I'm saying people say things against each other, and Quad and Mariah is always beefing. So, like contestants said last episode, ain't no point in getting involved with them too, because they will always talk mess about each other, whether it's truth, lies, or somewhere in between. It is what it is. Now, we do see some of the husbands back in Atlanta enjoying their time away from their wives, and we see Aiden is at home playing pool. We see Damon is at home, you know what I'm saying? He in his studio making music. I guess Damon is a music producer. I guess so. And he brings up how, when Heavenly's home, he can't do it as much because Heavenly's always interrupt him. Oh, so your music is more important than me? I'm like, Heavenly, girl, calm down, in the confessional. He say, no, you're not more important than my music. The fact that you don't get that man to sometimes want his own time to himself, that's why let me stop. Anyway, Heavenly, leave that man alone time. Leave him alone, okay? Before somebody else gives him the alone time he needs. So we do see Eugene is at the house cleaning the pool and with the boys or whatever. He brings up how when Toya isn't there, he can do the task of the house on his own without her consistently stopping him, telling him how he should be doing it her way. And I am a person where if you at home and you doing something or whatever and you doing it your own way, I don't care. I don't care. Whatever. As long as you're not messing up nothing and you really cleaning up stuff, I don't care as long as the end result is whatever dirty is now clean. But then we see Cecil. Cecil was at home and he had Sky come over. So him and Sky is chilling out in the little boom room in the basement or whatever, eating some food and chillaxing. You know what I'm saying? Scott brings up our things between him and Contessa. Have not been the best recently because Contessa, as we know, quit school. Okay, she quit school, and he brings up how I really don't want her resenting me for the decision that she made to quit her program or whatever. Like, he brings up how recently we have been butting heads a lot, you know what I'm saying, and the problems that I assume will go away with her coming home, they have not went away. Like, they still here in our face, smacking us each and every day. So Cecil brings up how, well, maybe y'all need some counseling. You know what I'm saying? That is what helped me and Simone. Like, me and Simone were both, hot-headed, you know what I'm saying, stubborn, and we stopped communicating, and counseling is what helped us, okay? And then we got better at communicating, and we do things differently now than we did before. And I said because you're supposed to. You supposed to. I do think the counseling helps Simone and Cecil. I also feel like they did the storyline too, so it one in the same. With Contessa and Scott, again, Contessa wants something that she don't have, and I don't think she know how to get it, and so she's just looking to keep doing new things, and Scott don't like it. That's really what it is. That's the conversation that needs to be had. But I digress. Cecil brings up how y'all need to make sure that y'all are on the same team, and y'all have to be teammates with each other. And he said, well, we are, but at times we Kobe and Shaq. Meaning Kobe and Shaq both played for Lakers, but sometimes they was not on the same team. Okay, even while being on the same team. Now we see over there in Savannah, that Jackie and Contessa's having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? And Jackie is asking Contessa, well, how are things going now that you're home, for good, from that program or whatever? And Contessa brings up, you know what I'm saying? Look, I do find things are difficult or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Things have not been easier since I got home. Things have been, kind of hard or whatever. And, I used to come home every weekend. I would come home every weekend. And sometimes I would come home the day at the end of a class or whatever. And I said, well, that was so much gas money and plane money or car money. Contessa does bring up how she is resentful, but she's resentful that she left the program because she felt like they could have stuck things out and she could have continued. So she is not saying per se that she's resentful to Scott himself, but she's resentful of the situation of her leaving the program. Well, you shouldn't have left. You made the decision to go. Let it play out, okay? Anyway, she brings up how the reason she chose to go to the program was, one, because the program was only 1 year, not 2 years. It was the least expensive program, and in her words, she said the 1 year program, how it wasn't expensive, and that was the best decision for me. It made the most sense for me. And I said, Contessa, that's where you're wrong at. You not a single woman, and sometimes what's best for you and what you want at the time is not best for your family at that time. It doesn't mean that you're wrong for going to do it, but it also means you made a decision solely based on what you wanted and what you needed. But as we've seen, you've done that before. When you quit your job to be a stay-at-home mom, when you then went back to work because you got tired of being a stay-at-home mom, and then again when you went to school because you wanted to work in public health. So again, you keep doing things that make the most sense for you, and you almost are not thinking about how that may affect your family. Now again, we all know when you make decisions to do things, there's consequences and repercussions. Repercussions, how you want to say the word. But you have to then deal with those consequences. And one consequence may be your husband may be upset with you. Your children may also miss you. That's just what it is. But you can't, because she said it was the best decision for me. But you have a whole husband and 3 whole children. Anyway, Jackie brings up how it's the resentment is that spilling over into your marriage, because I'm saying that's a dangerous place to be in, and it is. You cannot husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is, whoever you are to somebody, you can't resent them, because eventually that turns into just bad energy, bad juju, and just things can go downward from there. Contessa brings up how, well, I look at you, Jackie. I look at you and how you've written books. You have your own practice or whatever. You have different foundations that you work with. You have all these things. And I look at you like, okay, she's done it all. And I've always wanted that. I wanted to have all these different things. Again, Contessa is looking to fulfill her life with things that she can do. Because something in her is missing. It could very much so be that girl miss her mama. And because she missed her mama, she's trying to fill a void in her that can't be filled. Look, when you lose a parent, you react in different ways. And I do wonder, with Contessa losing her mom, if she's consistently been chasing something to feel something with herself and nothing fixes it. And it could be just a loss of her mother. I'm just saying, I could say that from a person who lost their father. So, Jackie brings up how, okay, I get that. You see, I've done all these other things. However, I've never experienced motherhood. And that's one thing that Contessa has done. And she brings up how in life, we all have these things in life. We have things that we do have and things that we don't have. And we have to find a balance between what we have going on and what we may never have. You know what I'm saying? So you have to learn to balance, like being a mom and working or whatever, versus me, who I don't have motherhood. So I balance, these other things or whatever. Again, we all have things and we all don't have things. Jackie mentions how, Contessa wants all these things. She wants to do all these things or whatever. But she then gets frustrated with whatever she doesn't have. And then she goes looking to get whatever she doesn't have. And it's true. Contessa brings up how, I don't want to have to wait until my kids are like in school or in high school or older for me to have to go out and do other things. I don't want to have to wait till I'm 60 to go and pursue other things. And you don't have to wait till you're 60. But while your kids are in elementary school, is it too much to ask to do things in the same state? Contessa then says that she don't think she needs counseling. And Jackie said, yes, you do. Yes, you do. And her and Scott do. This Contessa needs counseling to figure out what void is she trying to fill, because it's something there that she needs to get it figured out. Now we do see Toya and Mariah talking. Mariah brings up how I woke up today feeling much, much better. I woke up today like, you know what I'm saying? Why am I sitting up here? You know what I'm saying? I'm realizing why I'm up here arguing with somebody about my goddamn on surprise. Like that, it's crazy for me to keep, you know what I'm saying, giving that energy or whatnot. Toya then said, girl, you need to just show them the results, no test results. So she had Aiden send her the drug test results that she got when she had the little drug test done or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She says, I'm going to show the ladies proof that, I wasn't on, I didn't do no drugs or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just want them to see that or whatever, and for them to address Quad as in the lie she told. And I said, you know what? As much as we've seen this show and people have always asked for receipts, Mariah, for the first time that I won't say the first time, but Mariah has her receipts, and that is what everybody always wants. I'm like, okay, everyone should be happy to see these receipts. You want to see the receipts? And she has them. Cool. So the ladies then go to like a little barn, okay? To me, it was like a she shed. It was like my she shed. It was a she shed that was dressed up as I guess an event space. It was literally a barn. Literally wood grain barn, okay? And I mean a country barn, okay? It just had Christmas lights sprinkled about and a table in the middle. I mean, it wasn't like dirty. It was bugs in there because again it was outside and doors open or whatever. But it was a nice table, and everything. But it was a whole barn. Now the ladies, I guess the ladies look nice. I'm not gonna say I guess that's a little bit of a read. Where's the picture I had of the ladies looking like how they want to look? I want to show y'all a clear picture of what it was. Okay, I'll do this one. So, they all dressed up and they were all in masks. Okay, they were all in masks. Now, Toya, as you see, is in jeans. Okay, that's Toya in the jeans. Simone is the one in the front who it may look like her cooch is showing, but I think those are just shorts. Okay, you see Quad in the back with that blondness on her head, which I do not like. I believe that is Contessa in the shimmery silver short dress. Jackie is in a long dress. I like Jackie's outfit, even the arms of it, which is weird to me, but I still like it. Buffy is the one we can see in between, and then you can't really see Dr. Heavenly behind behind what's that girl name? Damn it. Behind Jack. I think that may be Mariah actually. But yeah, that's Mariah in the front in that silvery dress. I forgot. But anyway, that was them getting dressed up to go to a barn. And Toya said that she wore jeans because she knew they were going to what? To a barn. So they get there, whatever, and as y'all said, they all wearing masks. So Jackie Van said, we've all have to wear masks, whatever I'm saying, because we have so many different roles in our life. I'm saying we have one mask or the other. I have one mask. It is JayLee. It don't matter what I'm doing, I will always have this same face. Okay? Anyway, she then tells them, because we have, we can take our mask off now. We can take our mask off and be ourselves. I'm looking like, so you mean tell me are they fake any of the time? Okay, if you say so. So we see Toya and Contessa and Mariah having a little bit of a conversation to where they get on how in Toya's former life she was a bit of a lesbian. She would have a bit of sex with women, okay? Before she met her husband, or she experimented in life. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Contessa brings up how, she has only had girl crushes, okay? She's had girl crushes over the years on famous people. Layla Rashawn, Oprah, and Gail, Michelle Obama, Felicia Rashad, and Angela Bassett, which you name. I'm like, those are too many women crushes for you to not have crushed a woman. I'm just saying you have at least kissed the bitch once in your life, because no one has a crush on multiple women unless they've done things with at least one woman. I'm just saying. The only person I've ever had a crush on, and I won't say a crush, but I do think Drea Michelle, from Basketball Wives or whatever, but she's not her own person. I used to have a crush on her because she's so cute. But I wouldn't have sex with her. I didn't think she's really, really cute. Anyway, but that's just one person. You cannot have female crushes on like 8 people. If you do that, then you're part-time gay. Anyway, so they then sit down and they have dinner. It's a multiple course dinner, and it's all chef who's coming out and like explaining what the foods are, whatever. A real nice fancy dinner, okay, in the she shed barn or whatever. So they all having a cool little time or whatever. No one's arguing, it's wine being poured, and then here goes Simone. I'm like, Simone, please shut up. Please, Simone, just don't do it, Simone. But Simone does it anyway, okay? She then ladies, okay. So, she starts to bring up, we know there are issues between Mariah and Quad, you know what I'm saying? And I am just so disappointed and disgusted in what goes on, you know what I'm saying, with those issues or whatever. She brings up how, we all know that y'all are not friends anymore, but I have love and respect for both of y'all. Why couldn't you say that to each of them separately? Why did you want to bring it up at the table? I just don't know why. Anyway, for that, she kind of says in her confessional how the two put a black cloud over the group. You know what I'm saying? And until one of them or both of them fixes it, it will always be some kind of negativity within the group. Y'all all bring negativity into the group. You saying this to the group is bringing negativity to the group. You saying this makes the people have to pick sides because they have to pick. You should have just shut up. Just shut up, Simone. But I digress. You know what I'm saying? She brings up how words are forever. Words are forever, and you can't take them back. I'm like, girl, Simone, is Simone drunk? I don't know. Simone then starts crying. Okay, so what does she have to do? Because she's crying, now she has to get up and go to the bathroom. And Contessa, Quad, and Buffy go with her. And Heaven said, why do people keep going to the bathroom? And why do some of your people have to go with them? I don't know. That is just stupid, okay? And so I'm like, it's kind of foolish. So we see 2 different scenes. It's the bathroom scene with them in the bathroom. And then, Mariah, Toya, Heavenly, and Jackie who are left at the table. So the table or whatever, Mariah brings up, look, I'm proud of Quad. I'm saying I wish Quad the best or whatever, but Quad said some bullshit about me and I just don't like it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then Toya then says to Heavenly, you said that you believe Quad, right? Toya, I'm not, nope, I'm not, ain't got nothing to do with me. Heavenly then gets up and she leaves and she goes to the bathroom with Simone and them, even though she just said, well, how many people does it take to go to the bathroom? Well, I guess one more, Heavenly, because you win as well. So at that point in time, it's just Jackie, Toya, and Mariah. So Toya then said to Jackie, Jackie, Mariah went and had a drug test done. You should look at the results. So Toya then asked Mariah for the results. Jackie refuses to look at them. She don't want to look at them. She don't want to read them. She's like, I can't, no, Toy, I can't do that. I'm not gonna do that or whatever. She refuses to look at the receipts that proves that Mariah has never done drugs. Jackie then says, I can't be the judge of the jury. I can't do that. Why not? You repeated the rumor on your fake ass YouTube talk show that I haven't heard of before, but you repeated it. So how can you then say you can't see proof that shows it isn't true? But you were willing to go on the YouTube thing or whatever and repeat it. Jackie, you full of shit. Jackie, you biased. Just this kind of can show Jackie in the light of what Mariah says about Jackie. How Jackie likes to act like she's fair and even keel, but she isn't. Because if Jackie was fair, she would have at least looked at the results. And looking at the results don't mean it's any disrespect to Quad. You know what I'm saying? It just means Mariah came to clear her name. And how would you not? You a whole doctor, Jackie. You could even look at them and see if they fake. But no. Jackie refuses to look at them and says, I cannot do that, Toya. Which makes Mariah upset. So Mariah, you know what? I'm not, this is some bullshit or whatever. She gets up and she goes to the bus to wait for them to do whatever else because she don't want to deal with it or whatever. And then Toya then says to Jackie, well, you know what I'm saying? Well, can you at least go and talk to her on the bus? And Jackie again refuses to go and talk to Mariah on the bus. Jackie, you ain't shit. You ain't. For a person who wanted this trip to mend fences, this was a way for you to mend fences with Mariah. And that doesn't mean that you pick Mariah over Quad, but you can hear what Mariah is saying. Period. If Quad wants to maintain that she saw something, cool, fine. But that doesn't negate the fact that Mariah had a test done that proves what Quad thinks she saw didn't really happen. But no, y'all want to keep Quad's narrative going, but I digress. Anyway, in the bathroom, Simone is saying how, look, Quad, I've known Mariah for a number of years, whatever, and I just don't believe that she did drugs. I don't see it in her for that to be an issue, whatever. And Quad then said, "Well, I've known it for longer, and I know what I saw. I saw what I saw, and it was what it was. Girl, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And now." She says, I just don't want people to keep pushing me and her to be friends. And this is what Quad, I think, gets things mixed up. No one is pushing for Quad and Mariah to be friends. What they're pushing for is for y'all to stop being enemies. And just because you're not someone's enemy does not mean you're their friend. It means y'all are two adults. But no, you and Mariah has this thing to where y'all consistently have to have beef. And that's what does not have to happen. And someone wanting y'all to be peaceful does not mean y'all have to be friendly. Okay, this means stop throwing jabs at one another at every chance y'all get. I'm just saying, it's aggravating. So now the whole night is over. Okay, they didn't miss all the food or whatever, and they going back to the bus. And the man who was the chef put all the food into go containers. If I was y'all had me cooking and slaving over the stove, and y'all left, and I had to put my cuisine into go containers. Heifers is what I would have said, but I digress. Anyway, we then see the ladies go to like a church. It's a church that they're going to tour. They're not going to church. Hallelujah. They're not doing that. Nope. They're going to a church to tour it because it's one of the oldest churches in the United States. It's called the Second African Baptist Church. It was established in 1802. And in 1802, it was just one floor church. Now we have 3 floors and an elevator. And an elevator. So they speak about how it was built by free slaves who would then purchase other slaves to make them be free, and then they will also be a part of the congregation of the church. And that's how, kept building and building and building. They build it up and build it up until it's solid. Hey. Solid as a rock or whatever. Anyway, girl, I used to watch Funky and I used to watch Bonnie, and I'm like, how do they even Anthony Miller? I'm like, why do they always be singing? I never got it, but now I realize as you are reviewing things, songs pop in your head and it makes you sing. Girl. Anyway, so we do see how they say Dr. King spoke there, and they said they something about the 40 acres and the mule line or something that was like first spoken there or something. I can't remember what it was or whatever, but it's a historic place. Let's just say that. So they bring about a lot of greatness, happen there, and it's a great place to be. Bottom line, the pattern also speaks on how life is more than being petty. Okay, and how you have in order to be effective, you must put aside differences, and that's very true. Okay, all up and through. Anyway, so Jackie then asked the ladies to speak on what their testimony would be for this trip, and if it was their last day on Earth, what would they speak of that really would matter? If it was my last day on Earth, what really matters to me would be my faith in God and my family. You know what I'm saying? That bottom line. I don't nothing else matter besides my faith in God and my family. Okay, point blank to the period. So Quad goes first. Lord Jesus. Quad goes into her like, let me try to cry. Let me try to build up this emotion. So they think I'm being positive. I don't trust Quad as far as I can throw Quad. When Quad stands up and starts talking with her shaky voice, and she keeps pausing and blanking them eyelashes to make herself quiet, I'm like, whatever she's saying, it ain't real. It's false as them wigs. Okay. She then has that fake emotional moment aside. Last year was so hard for me. Not one tear came out eye. Okay. I stand here I stand here now. Bare, naked in my emotions, and my heart, I keep getting my microphone. I'm naked in my emotions and my heart. And what I went through, it was so tough last year. But I'm here. Girl, sit down somewhere. You and Dr. G is okay. Okay? I mean, I don't care. Girl, leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? And she then says how the trip was healing. I say, what part? The part where you was fussing with Mariah, or in the bathroom, with Simone? Like, what part was healing? What part healed? Let me know. Okay, don't be lying in God's house. Don't do that. So Simone brings up how the world isn't perfect. If the world isn't perfect, we are not perfect. We won't have perfect relationships, but I hope we will never experience anything that takes us down, that takes us all the way down and under. Um, Okay. Anyway, Heavenly brings up how, being in that church humbles her and it made her realize how fortunate and blessed they all are. And sometimes she feels like they may forget what's important. And I agree with that. Mariah then apologizes to Jackie. She said, I'm sorry if, I hope that I was not offensive to you, whatever. And anything that I said was out of passion, a little bit of pain, and also honestly, just trying to push through. I said, well, okay. So Jackie then, since how she learned a lot on the trip, how she was able to talk to each person one-on-one or whatever, she then says to Mariah, my heart is open, you know what I'm saying? And if you're willing to have me, I am here. Where were you, Jackie, when she tried to let you read them damn results? Excuse me, where were you then? Jackie, girl, no. I don't do it. My heart is open if you want it. She wanted you to read them damn results. That's what she wanted. Anyway, so we see two things happen back when they are back in Atlanta. One, Heavenly at home and bugging her daughter. Her daughter is about to be 14, and Heavenly is, I think you're still 8, but she's not 8. She's 13, going on 14. And I get it is hard for parents to realize that their children are getting older. I'm the same way with DJ. I cannot believe he is wholeheartedly 13 years old. And I just sit sometimes in awe of like, oh my God, he's literally growing up. He used to be 2. Like he was just 2 and he's 13. Okay. And so that's why I spend so much time with him and talk with him, because again, he's growing up right before my eyes. However, it seems as though it was Alora is tired of her mama's antics or whatever. Why are you in my room? What did you here for? When you're in my room, you do too much. What do you want? It was so funny. She was just so aggravated just by the sheer presence of her mama in her room. I'm just like, what do you do? Why is there so much lip gloss on? Like, I want you on my lips to be like yours. She's like, yes. Oh, so my lips should be dry. When she said her mama lips be dry, I said, oh Lord, I love the little girl. Anyway, Heavenly brings up how for her, she realized that she's a bit controlling. She's realized she's a little bit, you know what I'm saying, extra. She also says how her mom was very controlling, and she's hoping to do better with her daughter than her mom did with her, because I think she just don't want her daughter to have issues how her mom did. And so I think Heavenly feel like she's being positively controlling with her daughter, and she's trying to give her daughter all the attention that she never got. But it's a bit annoying once kids are teenagers. They don't like it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that weird time when her daughter turns like 17, she'll be back normal and be, Mama, we can go hang out maybe. I don't know. But it was what it was. But it's still cute for Heavenly to just want to be around her daughter. And I think it's mainly because of the lack of relationship she had with her own mother. But I digress. We then see Mariah and Toya, having lunch, of course, with their husbands or whatever, with Eugene and Aiden. And, they kind of talk about what happened on the trip. So Toya brings up how, because Aiden wanted to hear Toya's explanation or Toya's view of the trip versus how his wife took it. And Toya is like, well, Jackie was, would not look at the results of the drug test that Mariah had or whatever, and I don't understand that. Like, I talked to Quad, I talked to Jackie, whatever, and when I mentioned it to Quad, like kind of just disregarded it or whatever. And when I talked about it with Jackie, she kind of just was not. They were not interested in seeing the proof that Mariah test results came up that she was not doing any drugs or whatever. So Aiden says for him, he's upset because no one even looked at it, you know what I'm saying? So Eugene says, well, I'll look at it. So they give Eugene the results, and Eugene, of course, is a doctor. And he's reading it. He's like, this is one of the most, respectable drug test facilities, like, here. And she's like, I guess that's why I went there. And he was reading it or whatever. He's like, oh, they tested your so-and-so levels? He was speaking doctor talk. Like, he said, it's some levels in your system that they test that is what helps them go back further than a couple of months. You know what I'm saying? When they do these hair samples, it can go back a couple of years. He says this is what they do for people, for athletes. They would test athletes to see if they have drugs in their system, and it won't just go back a month or so. It'll go back like a year or 2 years. Like this is it was. I forgot the name of the levels in your body that it tests, and based on that thing, it can he like so this would wholeheartedly prove that you was not doing drugs or whatever. But he brings up how um it seems they don't want to see proof just because they not on Mariah's team. Like they not Team Mariah, so they don't want to see it. That's the reason why Jackie did not look. He said because if Jackie would have seen this, she would have instantly knew it would be impossible for Mariah to have done drugs anytime within the past couple of years, because based on the different type of test they did. It wasn't like this, oh, we just tested one thing. It was like different levels of different things in your body that, can test it for a long time or whatever. He says they just don't want to see the proof in that, which proves Mariah not lying, and Mariah brings up how, well, I see that now, and now I know how to handle these ladies going forward. And now I'm Team Mariah. I feel like she didn't have to go get the drug test done, but I also feel like the ladies love to say, I need proof with receipts or whatever, and so she got her receipts. And I don't think Eugene will lie. I don't think any of the guys like to get involved and egg the bullshit on or whatnot. But I mean, girl, it is what it is. Anyway, that's how the episode went up. So I hope you guys liked it. If not, love it anyway. Do not forget to like this video, to share this video, to subscribe to my channel, and to have a great day. Anyway, peace.